Yo, what's good? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? Yo, you know what this so-called black manosphere has become? It has become. Uh, I don't know if you guys ever saw the film Jungle Fever that came out in the early '90s. That was directed by Spike Lee. Of course, those of you who watch it, uh, Wesley Snipes was in it. Of course, Spike Lee was in it, and a few other people. Samuel L. Jackson. A few other people, right? And remember in the scene when after it was found out that Wesley Snipes cheated on his wife and his wife kicked him out the house. So now there's this scene where the wife sat down with her friends, with her girlfriends in the room, and they start talking about how men are no good and shit like that. And they were just sitting there dwelling in misery and shit like that. That's what this 2 point whole sector of the so-called black manosphere has become. Well, I won't say it has become that. It was that from the very beginning. It's a misery love company bandwagon. That's all it became. And the thing is that, there's a difference between exposing the truth about something and dwelling in negativity, right? And oftentimes, what you hear in this space is the latter, but they disguise it as the former. What, like, you have a lot of these content creators, they'll sit there and just dwell in a bunch of pessimism, dwell in a bunch of negativity, but then pretend as if they're just exposing the truth and enlighten the viewing audience about the truth about these women and all this stuff. Bullshit. Bullshit. All you motherfuckers are doing, all these motherfuckers are doing, right, is just dwelling in negativity, expressing their pain, and try to get you to feel just as miserable as them. All right. A lot of these black male content creators on this side of YouTube are that way. They're miserable as fuck. A lot of them are old failures who want to see the younger generation of black males come on here and fail just like them. Thus, they make this content to try to put their audience in a level of misery just as much as them. That's what you got going on here. But like I said before, they disguise it as exposing the truth about society when, if that was the case, if your goal was to expose the truth about something or to expose the reality that we live in, okay, you give the truth. Then you give the solution. Okay, you give the truth to show which problem that exists. Then of course the next step is to provide the solution to make the problem go away. And the next step is to apply the solution in your life so the problem can actually go away. And the next step after that is that you move forward. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Jersey Ham and Shaka Nulu? What's up, y'all? And you move forward. But you don't see this forward movement on this side of YouTube with a lot of these black male content creators. What you see them is they're stuck in phase one. I wouldn't even say phase one, because once again, if they really was stuck on, if they really was on phase one, they would have been got to phase 2, 3, and 4 by now, right? What they're doing is just staying in negativity, right? And just complain about the same shit over and over again. A lot of them don't apply or don't even recommend any solution that would remove whichever problem that they complain about. Neither do they apply these solutions in their real life and actually consider their to their viewing audience on how they can apply the solutions in their real life. And they don't move forward. What's going on, Brownie Ellie? There is a lack of forward movement within this side of YouTube because ever since this side of YouTube, ever since 2015, this side of YouTube wasn't concerned about forward movement because in this side of YouTube, unfortunately, there is some money to be made in misery. And that's what you're seeing right now. People are getting paid by spreading misery. Likewise, the viewing audience are paying to hear this misery. This is what you see. And as a result, you hear a few cases of a lot excuse me, you hear a few cases of males within this space who unfortunately took their own lives. Which is unfortunate, by the way. That's sad. But they was dwelling in misery, based upon whatever they've gone through or was going through in their real lives, and add the fact that they was involved in certain spaces and certain live streams where the people speaking these live streams was just spreading misery, thus causing more misery within their minds. And they call which once again, which unfortunately resulted in them taking their own lives. And guess what? And your favorite content creator, for the most part, don't give a fuck about that. Why? Because they're getting paid. They're not getting paid much, but they're getting paid. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let me put these. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, sorry about that. You know, sorry about that. But yeah, what's going on? Third War Colombian, what's up? Oh, okay, Third War Colombian. He's into he's into the Zodiac. Okay, but I don't know. I don't believe in that shit. But anyway, I mean, to each his own. To each his own. But like I was saying, your favorite content creator don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about the actual progress of so-called black males. It's obvious. It's obvious. You're talking about an online community of failed males in which they rely on YouTube as their final destination to make something out of themselves. Their final, like you got to realize, YouTube or social media is the final destination of failed men or males to make something out of themselves. This is why these content creators on this side of YouTube are so much in competition with the next content creator in being more famous because it's like, damn, I gotta get this $5 donation before he do. Why do you think you got these motherfuckers pocket watching? Losers do this. Only a loser is going to worry about how much money another motherfucker got. Only a loser is going to worry about the progress of another motherfucker and get jealous about it. You know, because an actual progressive individual is going to be happy to see the progress of another person and use that other person's progress as motivation for them to even progress even more. What's going on? Yeah, greedy dogs, who's greedy for a bunch of fucking bones. You know, only a fucking loser will fight and argue and try to destroy another person over table scraps. What, a $5 Cash App donation? That's table scraps. Well, you get $100 in a fucking $100 super sticker. That's table scraps. You know, the fact that some people actually utilize being a content creator as a full-time job shows you how much of a fucking loser they are. Listen, unless if you're making, 6 figures per month, then I could once again, unless if you're making about 6 figures per month, I don't see any reason for someone to be a content creator to utilize being a content creator as a full-time fucking job. That's some loser shit. Unless if you're making 6 figures per month. All right. But this is what you got amongst a lot of content creators on this side of YouTube. Losers. Who losers who utilize YouTube as their last hurrah, their final hurrah, and most of their content is based off of keeping their viewing audience in a position of misery. So their audience, hold up, who the hell's calling me? All right, I'm back. I'm back. Right? Sorry about that. What was I saying? Yeah. So this is the final hurrah for a lot of people on here, and they utilize their content to get paid off of keeping their viewing audience in a state of misery, for so their viewing audience could never progress in life. Thus, their viewing audience could rely on these content creators to keep giving them this dose of misery disguised as I'm educating you on reality. That's really what it is. It's a misery love company bandwagon. That's all you see. Misery. Misery being sold and bought. Misery being the main commodity within this side of YouTube. That's all you see, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry that for these little interruptions. I'm back. But yeah, like I was saying before, misery being bought and sold as the main commodity in this side of YouTube. That's all it is, man. Misery. People are addicted to misery on this side of YouTube is more addictive than fucking crack. You know, man. Listen, we got a misery epidemic in 2023 on this side of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers in the corner, you know, in different street corners online, you know, looking back and forth to see if 5 is not on the loose talking about I got that misery. You know what I'm saying? I got them yellow top misery. I got them purple top misery. What you want? Yo, I got the red top misery. I got the blue top misery. What you want? You want the misery in powder form? You want the misery in liquid form? What you want? Oh, you just want the straight rock misery. All right, cool. I got that for you. That's what it is. Misery being bought and sold. And a lot of you guys, that's the viewing audience, a lot of y'all are content with that, unfortunately. You're very content with misery being bought and sold. Hell, a lot of you guys are buying the misery, which is sad, by the way. But I'm gonna post the link to this live stream in the comment section below, just in case if anyone wants to come on to the live stream and give their piece when it comes to this Misery Loves Company bandwagon. Yeah. But the solution for this is that the solution is very easy. You just got to separate yourself from this Misery Love Company bandwagon. You just got to separate yourself from from this side of YouTube. A lot of you younger males, it is definitely for you younger males. You have to separate yourself from this side of YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with taking the truth out of like there's nothing wrong with watching content and just taking what is true, but you have to have enough wisdom and enough discernment for yourself to recognize, to be able to decipher what's true and what's bullshit. And you have to be able to think for yourself and do your own goddamn research, question everything, analyze everything. And it's a must for you guys to have a fucking life outside in the real world. Because that's one thing I realize with a lot of people on here is that a lot of them don't really have a real life or any type of social circle out in the real world. And you don't have to have a big social circle out in the real world, but some level of a social circle. Because a lot of you motherfuckers don't have no goddamn social skills. I could tell by the way y'all motherfuckers communicate on here that your social skills is off. And it's due to a lot of you guys lack the ability, not having any way. I won't say not having any way, but just refusing to just go outside in the real world and experience the real world. A lot of you guys are 24 hours, 7 days a week homebodies. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's something wrong being a homebody, but at least once in a while, go outside and some shit, man. Listen, this Manosphere 2.0 sector is very destructive. It's very destructive. This is why it's necessary for you guys to separate yourself from this fucking shit. I mean, look what's going look what's going on right now, right? You have these niggas still going back and forth and arguing about some Caucasian female, right? Meanwhile, you have all these important things that's going on out in the real world that these people are not even paying attention to. Like, what makes you want to be involved in that shit in such a space that focus on some mediocre things? Like, what, oh wow, this content creator have some sort of quote unquote beef with another content creator. Like, come on, man, it's fucking nonsense. You got to separate yourself from this 2.0 sector. Separate yourself from. And if you don't separate yourself from this sector, from that 2.0 sector, then whatever consequence you suffer out of remaining in that sector and not profiting and not benefiting is your fault. Go out in the real world, get a find some friends, clean yourself up, wash your ass, eat better, exercise, get a fucking real job if you don't have one. And put whichever goals and endeavors that you always have into action. You do that, you'll see life start to improve for you. But anyhow, that's all I have to say. I see a lot of y'all too damn scared to come on here. So, all right, that's all I have to say in regards to that. I'm about to be out. I don't plan to be long on here anyway. But this misery love company commodity that the so-called black manosphere have been selling for the past 8 years has become so addicting that it had turned a lot of you traumatic, crazy individuals to become even more to become even more crazy. You know? But anyhow, yeah, I see some of y'all came at the tail end of this live stream because I'm about to leave, you know. So I'm about to end this live stream. So business talk with K. What's up to you? Thank you for stopping by. Brownsburg, thank you for stopping by. But both y'all came at the tail end of this live stream. I'm about to leave. All right. Peace out.